Hello and welcome to Byju's IAS. Let's begin today's daily quiz. Question number one on your screen is this. Which of the following statements with regards to the Pinaka missile system is not correct? Number one. The DRDO has teamed up with the French military industries to develop the trajectory correction system on Pinaka. Second, the Pinaka is a multi barrel rocket launcher. Third, it is completely automatic and uses microprocessor based positioning and fire control. And fourth, each battery of Pinaka consists of 6 launcher vehicles and each launcher vehicle has 12 rockets in turn. Which of these is not correct? The answer is A, since the DRDO has teamed up with Israel and not France to develop the trajectory correction system on Pinaka. As you know, the Pinaka missile system is an indigenous development of DRDO. They have just teamed up with Israel for this particular system, that is a trajectory correction system. The reason why we are asking this question is because the Pinaka extended range was just tested by the DRDO recently at the Pokhran range. The Pinaka missile defense system is aided by India's own IRNSS, that is India's own indigenous navigation system. The first version of the Pinaka missile had a range of about 40 km, while the second version had a range of 80 to 90 kilometers. It also is to be noted that the DRDO in 2019 successfully tested it for a range of up to 90 kilometers as well. It is considered as an extremely valuable addition to the artillery of the Indian Army. Question number 2. Consider the following statements with regards to the Buxar Tiger Reserve. Number 1. It is located in the state of Assam. Second, its northern boundary runs along the international border with Bhutan. Third, the Buxar Tiger Reserve has been identified for the Tiger Augmentation Program by the National Tiger Conservation Authority. Which of these given statements is or are correct? The correct answer here is B. 2 and 3 are correct. The first statement is wrong because the Buxar Tiger Reserve is actually in the state of West Bengal. It is a part of northern West Bengal and it borders with Bhutan. The reason why we are asking this question is because recently there has been a good news that has come in from the Buxar Tiger Reserve. That is, a male tiger has been captured on camera within the tiger reserve. Since there were many questions being raised about whether or not there are any tigers remaining inside the reserve, this particular capture of the photo puts an end to those questions. The Buxar Tiger Forest Reserve was first notified in the year 1983, and after it was included in the augmentation program by the Government of India, it was planned that tiger species from the state of Assam will be introduced into the Buxar Tiger Reserve. Next, question number 3. The well-renowned Sri Ranganatha Swami temple in Sri Rangam is dedicated to Lord Shiva, Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu or Goddess Lakshmi. The correct answer here is C, that is Lord Vishnu. The reason why we are asking this question is because of this news in the Hindu newspaper today, where a famous Bharatnatyam dancer, Zakir Hussain, has alleged that he was abused and forced to leave this famous temple by an activist. The Sri Ranganatha Swami temple in Tamil Nadu is extremely famous. In fact, in 2017, it became the first temple from the state of Tamil Nadu to get an award of merit from UNESCO for protecting and conserving cultural heritage. It is considered as one of the most important of the 108 main Vishnu temples. It is a Dravidian style temple and is extremely famous for its architecture. Next, question number 4. The Chakma Hajong community are the usual inhabitants of which of the following states in India? Is it Assam? Is it Meghalaya? Is it Nagaland or is it Arunachal Pradesh? The correct answer here is D, Arunachal Pradesh. The reason why we are asking this question is because of this article in the Hindu newspaper, according to which the Prime Minister's office has taken note of the Chakma Hajong census. There was an exclusive census conducted of both these communities, which these communities did not appreciate. Thus, they have raised a complaint in the PMO about why is it that their specific race is being counted. There are about 65,000 Chakmas and Hajongs in the state. of Arunachal Pradesh. The history of this particular race is extremely interesting. It is assumed that most of the Chakmas and Hajongs came to India from Bangladesh somewhere between 1964 and 1969. While the Chakmas are mainly Buddhists, the Hajongs are Hindus. In 2015, the Supreme Court had directed the center government to give citizenship to Chakmas and Hajongs who had migrated from Bangladesh in between 1964 and 1969. Currently, they are considered as citizens by birth as per India's Citizenship Act. The issue in the community is that there are still more than 4,500 migrants who are still to get citizenship of India even after the Supreme Court order. These communities allege that the state or the center government does not include them in the welfare schemes that are run at different levels. Not just this, they also said that they were not included in the COVID-19 economic relief package announced by the center government. Next, question number 5 is a previous year question from 2019. The word Denisovan is sometimes mentioned in the media with reference to number 1, fossils of a kind of dinosaurs, second, an early human species, third, a cave system found in northeast India, fourth, a geological period in the history of Indian subcontinent. The correct answer here is B. Denisovan is a word that is referred to an early human species. They are considered as the first form of humans to have lived in Southeast Asia. They were first discovered in 2010. Next, we have a fact of the day today, and today we will be discussing about the Delimitation Commission because of this news in the Hindu newspaper today, according to which the political leaders in Kashmir are still to decide whether or not they want to meet the delimitation panel for the state of Jammu and Kashmir. What exactly is the delimitation exercise and what is happening in Jammu and Kashmir? In simple terms, the delimitation exercise means redrawing of territorial boundaries for elections on the basis of changing pattern of population. The Constitution of India under Article 82 says that the Parliament can enact the Delimitation Act after every census, following which the President of India will appoint the Delimitation Commission in collaboration with the Election Commission of India. Usually, the Delimitation Commission has a retired Supreme Court judge, the Chief Election Commissioner, and the respective state election commissioners of the state for which they have to prepare the report. Now, the delimitation exercise in Jammu and Kashmir is long pending. Ever since the state of Jammu and Kashmir was divided into two parts and turned into a union territory, the center government had planned the delimitation exercise for both the Lok Sabha seats as well as the seats of the Legislative Assembly in the state. However, due to various reasons, the Delimitation Commission appointed for the state has not been able to prepare its report. While the local leaders have been urging the center government to take their view into the consideration, the center government is following the constitutional method by appointing the commission and awaiting its report. The Delimitation Commission for Jammu and Kashmir was constituted in March 2020. So it is almost 2 years since the commission was formed, but it has not been able to prepare the report, which is why the elections in the states are still pending. This is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching.